This is the definition of treason.
Following one of the ugliest campaigns the state has ever seen.
Sinema's position allowed men caught with child prostitutes to beat the rap.
Kyrsten Sinema and Martha McSally could end up serving together in the United States Senate.
I am so honored that Arizonans chose our vision of a better Arizona.
Although McSally lost, there is now wide speculation that Governor Doug Ducey could appoint her to the upper chamber.
I'm not running for office anymore.
If Jon Kyl, who was appointed to fill John McCain's seat, steps down by the end of the year.
It has a double-edged sword. I think she certainly would be very credible and somebody that would be knowledgeable on the ways of Washington, so she wouldn't have to be brought up to speed.
Jaime Molera is a Republican consultant who has worked with and for governors in the past. McSally is a two-term congresswoman, and more than 1 million people did vote for her in a close election. But Molera says Ducey will likely try to avoid making another appointment.
I think the governor's the kind of guy that's going to try and do all he can to keep Jon Kyl as a U.S. Senator.
And we did reach out to McSally, but we didn't hear back from her, and that is a big question here tonight, whether or not she wants the appointment in the first place. Because if she does take that appointment, if she does want it, and the governor does give it to her, she'd have to run again in 2020 and then again in 2022. Scene.
Before we check the Secretary of State numbers, is this campaign cycle ever going to end? I mean, we're already in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see the 2020 race for John McCain's seat, and then again in 2022, because John McCain's term would have expired in 2022.
So we're going to see outside money continue to pour into this state. Let's go to the Secretary of State numbers. Another about 17,000 ballots dropped from Maricopa County, and here are the updated numbers. Dennis, it looks like we're both not mathematicians. That's what journalists are not good at, but it looks like she's kind of holding steady in that 5,000 ballot range.
Yeah, which is, I mean, obviously is good for her, not good for Steve Gaynor after spending what $2.4 million of his own money to be losing at this point in the race, as there's fewer and fewer ballots out there left to count. You would rather be in Katie Hobbs' position right now, but who knows in the days to come as more ballots are dropped, and they could end up going his way.
And do we think this will be called by tomorrow, that supposed 5 p.m. deadline?
I don't know. It depends on how many ballots are left to count, how many are dropped, and what the lead is by tomorrow. So.
Which means Dennis has no more time off for the rest of this week. Political editor Dennis Welch, thank you, Paul.